Hello, welcome to your reading. Hope you guys are doing so good. Thank you for joining me. So, today's reading is what is your next blessing? What is your next breakthrough? Okay, so we do have three groups for you to choose from. We have group one, the Two of Wands, group two, the Hermit, and group three, the Justice card. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. If you do want to take a moment to choose your group, go ahead, but I will see you in your readings. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Two of Wands, then this reading is for you. What is your next blessing? Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups and we also have the Knight of Wands, both in the upright position. Okay, so this may not be for everyone. This could just be for like one or two people, just a quick message. But it feels like some of you are going to be achieving some type of fame. It just, for example, maybe more clients even, or if you have a social media presence, maybe more people on there, maybe more acknowledgement for certain things that you've been doing, stuff like that. But anyways, for this group, your next blessing feels like a happy home life. The relationships in your family will be complete bliss. Maybe even the people you consider family as well. It feels like this group will be making unforgettable memories, and it doesn't even have to be huge memories. Like going on like a vacation or something like that. For some of you, there is travel in the cards as your next blessing. But for some of you, this feels like a very, I don't know how to put this, but when you just feel so blessed, like in like the small moments, like just seeing someone smile or just giving someone a gift, just like it feels like a big moment, but it feels like a small moment at the same time. I hope I'm getting that across in the right way, but yeah, it feels like you guys are going to be making an unforgettable memory. It feels like there's going to be this beautiful moment where you and a few people are going to feel like, I'm going to remember this moment forever. And even if nothing significant is happening, it feels like, oh my God, like I'm just seeing a white feather just falling through the air. How crazy is that? Because I'm like facing my window so I can see out. Anyways, but yeah, it feels like home life will be harmonious. You'll feel like the people around you are a complete blessing. Some of you will be reconnecting with family as well, so there could be a bit of a reunion. But it feels like your next blessing is heavily based around relationships and having positive interactions and relationships improving, building new relationships as well. For some of you, it feels like you will be embraced by an existing or a new community or pre-existing community, but there's overall like a feeling of belonging, feeling a part of something, feeling supported. There will be emotional stability and calm for this group. Your next blessing also involves making more money, or there's just going to be more money available to you. Like, say for example, you've been having a certain expense, maybe that expense will no longer be there, so you'll have more free money to do other things with. But for a lot of you, this feels like not already the money that you already have, but money that is coming in. So that is a blessing that is coming up for some of you guys. But it feels like there's going to be more money available to do things that you want to do, fun things with the people you love, kind of going on experiences, going out for meals, or maybe taking a little trip or a holiday. And if any of you have been in the process of making plans, maybe plans to expand in some way, that will also be working out for you, and you'll continue to make steady progress it feels like people are going to see you, see your work. You're going to be acknowledged as well. For some of you, you're like, there's a message about you being acknowledged for being brave. It feels like maybe a few people are going to be giving you your flowers, like giving you the respect that you deserve, the acknowledgement you deserve. But your next blessing is also more freedom, your fearlessness and your dedication, towards something will be paying off as well. Maybe this is something you'll continue have to continue doing and being fearless and being brave, but that will pay off for you or continue to pay off for you. But it feels like this group is opening doors for themselves, or you'll come across or be presented with a random opportunity that pushes you, or a goal you have in a positive direction, pushing it forward. And I don't know if I already said this, I think I have, but your next blessing also involves having more freedom as well. Do you have more from these cards? It feels like a lot of you will be experiencing good luck, clarified by the Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune as well. So yeah, there's good luck ahead for some of you as well. Do you have more? I'm going to pull some more cards. I feel like I'm missing something else with that Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay, so we have Elevator, Rise Above, and we also have Ocean, Go with the Flow. So your next blessing is being able to kind of go with the flow a bit more. Again, like having a bit more freedom. But emotional fulfillment, clarified wow straight away by the Nine of Cups. Like there's going to be emotional fulfillment as well for this group. Let me see with Rise Above. So it feels like if you have been working on, it doesn't even really feel like, what is this about? Rising above what? So it feels like you guys will be elevating. I'm just going to see in which way. Some of you could already know in which way you will be elevating. It could be something you've already been working towards. Something that you feel intuitively. Clarified by the World card. So something could be coming to completion as well. But elevating in what way? So there's been a path for some of you guys where you felt as though you were blocked and maybe you couldn't kind of go past, maybe the energy was stagnant or you've been stagnant in a certain area of your life. It feels like you will be elevating past something that has been a bit of a block for you. So if there's been financial blocks, you'll be elevating past that. If there's been blocks in communication, you'll be elevating past that. So if there has been any area where you have been experiencing delays, or stagnant energy, you will be overcoming that, and that is a part of your next blessing. That is so funny. Okay, so I knew there was another message with the Knight of Wands. Some of you, then the King of Wands comes out. Some of you could be, this feels more like a reconnection. I mean, the Three of Swords clarified that card. So, I don't know, maybe this is someone that you had like a break with or a breakup or there was a separation. But it feels like you're reconnecting with someone. It feels in a romantic way, honestly. For some of you, it could be in a platonic way. It could be a friend that you'll be reconnecting with. So we have Drunk with Love, Let Love Lift You to Freedom. So some of you will be feeling super loved, yes, in platonic ways. But for others of you, there's someone who's coming back into your life. I said this earlier, like reconnecting with someone, but I think I said that in regards to family. So for some of you, will be reconnecting with someone who's more than just family, you know, wink wink. But it also says let love lift you to freedom, so definitely experiencing more freedom, like more wiggle room, you know. And we also have energy of love. So there's going to be loving energy. Like, again, this could be in terms of a romantic partner returning to your life. It could be someone new, but it does feel more like a reunion more than anything else. And but also just feeling love in general, like by your community, by your family, just having that harmonious relationships as well. I'm gonna pull a few more cards. Oh, I just looked up and it was 11:11. Oh my God. And I saw the feather dropping from God knows where as well. So I don't know. There's a lot of good luck coming for this group. I love that. Okay, what is your next lesson? So we have unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and answers. So if there has been something you've been worried about, you know, even if it's been like a minor worry, it feels like the universe, your higher powers, you know, the most high is definitely taking care of that for you. So it feels like the things that you have been worried about, you'll be feeling less stressed about that for sure. There's a lot of purple energy as well coming through. What does purple represent? I'm sure it represents spirituality. So for some of you, I don't know, maybe there's some spiritual blessings as well headed your way. And we also have divine life purpose. Nice. And we do have the Knight of Wands and we have the Two of Wands for this group. So for some of you, you will be reconnecting with your life purpose, or you will be living your life purpose, you know, or just positive movement in terms of your life purpose. So yeah, the divine life purpose, trust the signs and your inner guidance which are leading you to fulfillment. So this doesn't really feel like this is a blessing, yes, but this also feels like advice, like words of encouragement to continue to trust yourself, continue to trust your intuition. With the Star card, there will be a wish fulfillment coming through for this group as well. So trust the signs, trust your inner guidance, you know, trust your higher powers and the faith and the hard work that you've also been putting into whatever it is that is your life purpose right now. But it is leading you to fulfillment. So trust the path that you're on, okay? And we also have Shaman Raven. We have you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your words and wisdom. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as the keeper of... See, even with like all the purple, and then we have Shaman, which is such a spiritual card as well. Let me see. So some of you need to like listen to your dreams right now, listen to your intuition, listen to the signs, you know, it feels like that's definitely guiding you right now. So you guys are heavily connected to spirit, like in general, but right now it's at its I don't know, I don't want to say at its peak because it could be like that, you know, majority of the time, or but anyways, it feels like it's heightened right now, okay? So yeah. And now is a good time to manifest too, it feels like. But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate. I do hope it could be helpful. But I am wishing you all the best, okay? Take care. Bye. Hi, if you've chosen the second group, the Hierophant, then this reading is for you, okay? So what is your next blessing? We have the Sun in reverse. We also have the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, so for this group, your next blessing is, it feels like rest. You know, maybe you guys have been really busy. Maybe you've been trying to kind of like keep on top of certain things. Maybe you guys are like the leader in some way, like whether this be in your career, whether this be in terms of a project, a community, maybe your family. But it feels like this group, you may lose motivation in some area of your life, and this could be a bit of a blessing in disguise. Like that could be your cue to rest. And for some of you, it could be more of a realization that you need to direct your energy and your efforts towards something that is more worthwhile or would be considered more worthwhile. But it feels like your next blessing is that you will be in a more realistic mindset and seeing things in a more realistic way, and kind of like changing your plans and expectations accordingly. You know, some of you may get a sign that there is something off with your health, but this is a blessing because it would be better to kind of catch it or be aware of it early, you know. It's nothing too serious, you know. I try not to like get those messages in these readings, but it could be affecting your energy levels, so it would be good to like have it checked out or make some changes to your diet. But seeing someone could like maybe help you better, like having like knowing what is the underlying issue so that you are better able to kind of like tackle it. But yeah, so even though it kind of seems like a bit of a downer, it feels like it's needed, especially in order for some of you to, let me see. It feels like for some of you, like there could be a bit of a wake up call or clarity or a realization, you know, kind of while you are resting and kind of taking care of your health. But yeah, but having, you know, having there be like some issues in terms of your health, it could be, you know, the much needed encouragement to rest and kind of like take care of yourself. You may worry about slowing down or losing momentum, but you know, if you continue to have faith, you'll know that what's meant for you won't pass you by. So please take the time to look after yourself and put you first, you know. But after you rest and after you take care of yourself, you're going to be back and better in no time, you know. So a little rest could do you good so that when you do come back, you're able to kind of, you know, put your all into it and not kind of be half-hearted because of, you know, maybe energy or health, whatever the reason is, or just feeling tired and drained, you know. And it feels like when you take care of yourself, it's like there won't be this energetic block as well. Like your blessings could be, you know, more than what's coming through in this reading. Like you could know what your blessings are, especially if it's something that you are working towards or it's something that you desire and want. But you being tired and you overworking yourself, you being busy or you not being well, you know, whether this is spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, in whatever capacity, if you know, it feels like you're being encouraged to put yourself first so that there won't be any blocks in terms of your health and not in terms of your health, but in terms of your blessings. And this message may not be for everyone, but for some of you here, you could be quite arrogant, and your next blessing is like a mirror, you know, to see how that arrogance and how it's working against you, you know. And once you kind of see how it's working against you or how it possibly could work against you, you know, so that you can make the necessary changes, because this could also be another thing that is, you know, blocking certain blessings for you. So that's another thing to be mindful about as well. But yeah, it feels like your next blessing is more support and less people working in opposition to you. Your next blessing is also healthy confidence, you know, and being less aggressive as well. I feel like less aggression, less forcefulness will definitely help you meet your goals faster and quicker, for sure. But I'm gonna get some more cards out. What is your next blessing? don't know. I'm going to pull all of them actually. Actually, I'll do that one towards the end. So what is your next blessing? We have own your divine power. So it says replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So it feels like your next blessing for this group is really taking responsibility for your power, you know, and for your words and for your energy and how you kind of, you know, kind of present that to other people. It's definitely something you're being asked to be mindful about. Because again, like it could potentially block certain blessings for you. And we also have socialize and join in, make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. I feel like that message came out towards the end of, you know, the tarot card portion of your reading. But for some of you, your next blessing does involve support. It doesn't really feel like making new friendships, but the connections you already do have, kind of like having healthier connections maybe. Actually, it feels like for this group, your next blessing, in terms of the social aspect, it does more so involve you kind of meeting people who are more like-minded or get involved in communities who do kind of share similar values and goals and kind of stuff like that with you. We also have upgrade your mental software. So yeah, I feel like that kind of goes into what we were saying earlier. It feels like for this group, your next blessing does involve kind of like looking in a mirror a little bit and kind of like personal growth, you know, and like a realization as well in terms of your perspective and your mentality and the way you go about certain things. So for this group, your next blessing is definitely an upgrade, but it feels like a mental upgrade. We also have a shopping, pay attention to what energizes you. So again, like this kind of goes into what we were saying earlier. It feels like this group, your next blessing is kind of recognizing and paying attention to how certain things affect your energy and paying attention to what energizes you and what drains you. And it feels like this group will be recognizing certain things that have been draining you, which will require you to kind of like take a step back or kind of rest a bit more. So you, sorry, I'm hearing the fire alarm. So you are able to kind of like, fire alarm, maybe, I don't know. So that you are able to kind of focus more on things that are worthwhile and meaningful to you. So for this group, it feels like actually you'll be doing more things that uplift you. Like maybe doing less things that you feel the need to do and more things that you actually want to do. We also have free will, get out of your cocoon. So your next blessing, again, like this feels more like a realization more than anything else. But again, like having this realization and kind of making the necessary changes, it could unlock certain blessings and certain things that you are wanting to achieve. But for this group, it feels like a part of your next blessing does involve kind of realizing and recognizing that people have their free will. Everyone's going to have their different opinions and there are different experiences as well. And if that has been something that has been causing friction or has been an issue for this group, it feels like kind of realizing, that people have that free agency and that free will over themselves, as do you. It feels like recognizing that will definitely unlock some blessings for you, especially if you guys can be a bit forceful in terms of maybe your opinion or your way of being and your way of doing things, and like recognizing that everyone else has their own way of doing things too. So we also have self-creation. So your next blessing also involves kind of taking control over your own life. We have own your divine power here as well. Along with self-creation, it feels like you will be taking control of your life. It feels like you guys already are doing that though, but without the need of maybe influencing other people and kind of just really focusing on yourself. But anyways, no, I'm gonna pull one more card. We have whale, orca whale, adventure, dare to do things differently. So yeah, it feels like for this group, you're definitely either being encouraged to do things differently, or you will be, guided or moved to do certain things differently. But it says, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, friends and family are your treasures. So it feels like you guys are going to be feeling super supported. Another blessing for you guys. Some of you could be manifesting a travel goal you have or travel dreams, or at least putting the plan into motion. But yeah, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it can resonate and be helpful, but I'm wishing you the best, okay? Hi, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the third group, Lady Justice, then this reading is for you, okay? What is your next blessing? We have the Five of Wands upright, and we also have the Temperance card upright. Okay, so what is your next blessing? Okay, so it feels like your next blessing is being able to handle confrontation, frustration, stress, but being able to handle these situations with grace. It feels like nothing and no one will be able to kind of get you out of character. Nothing and no one will be able to control how you feel, control how you react to certain things, because you will be having power over yourself. You won't be giving someone else that power. And so yeah, your next blessing is having more power over yourself and your life's purpose, and also in general. For this group, you won't be buying into the idea of competition or feeling the need to compete or one up anyone, which will feel very empowering, it feels like, for this group, and freeing. It feel like you will be more like content with where you are, moving at your own pace, or kind of being on your own path, and kind of rejecting those outside opinions that are telling you that no, you need to be here, or you need to be there, or doing this. So really feeling confident in where you are, who you are, where you're going, your goals, your plans. And it feels like this group, you'll kind of come to a realization that sometimes when you do listen to too much outside opinions and influences, it kind of messes up your own intuition sometimes and your own individual path. And kind of like rejecting outside opinions could kind of give you or reconnect you more with your intuition, or your intuition will be more heightened and louder. And if any of you have been clashing with someone, that won't be an issue moving forward. And for some of you, it purely won't be an issue because you're not allowing it to be an issue. You're not allowing yourself to kind of be put in that energy where you do feel like you need to confront this person or be in the energy of, confrontation. For some of you, it could be something else that kind of puts an end to this confrontation. But it feels like if you have been clashing with someone, it won't be an issue moving forward, or you'll just find a better way to handle them that kind of puts them in their place, And for some of you, your next blessing could be that you'll just be able to kind of like have, healthier disagreements, like healthy disagreements with people. And maybe being able to kind of agree to disagree and understanding and kind of like understanding in a healthy way that they have their opinion, you have yours, and it is what it is, and it doesn't need to be a bigger deal than what it is. Kind of like how everyone having their own opinion, like without it being a problem. But it feels like this group has been super patient in some area of their life or in terms of a relationship. But this patience will also be paying off. Your next blessing is also personal growth, emotional growth. You'll be able to better plan for the future, or plans you had for the future will be working out, and you'll kind of see progress in that area as well. But yeah, this group, you're being encouraged to remain honest, which will help you attract your blessings even faster, okay? I hope that's the card I accidentally put back in the pile. What is your next blessing? Okay. Okay, so we have... Alright, so we have busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being so busy. So what is your next lesson? So for some of you, your next blessing is being busy, but only if that is a good thing. Like if you've wanted business to pick up, then, you'll be feeling more busy. If you've been feeling like a lack of energy and not been able to do certain things that you would like to do, then you'll be feeling more busy because you will have that energy back and not be feeling drained. So only if being busy is a good thing for you, then that is a part of your next blessing. But for others of you, this is more so maybe about you kind of like being able to take control of your schedule, or having a more organized schedule, so that even if you are busy, it won't feel stressful, it won't feel overwhelming. Okay, we also have prosperity. There's a positive shift of your divine flow of support. So for some of you, your next blessing is financial. It feels like that was clarified by the Four of Wands and the Lovers. And with the Temperance card here, it feels like balance, something will be coming together. So yeah, there is going to be a positive shift in your flow of abundance for this group. That came up for the first group as well. So we have drunk with love, let love lift you to freedom. So your next blessing is feeling more free, like feeling like you have, let me see. And I said this for the first group, but like more wiggle room, like it's gonna feel like you have a bit more space, a bit more wiggle room, a bit more freedom. We also have time to play, make time to dance and play. So for this group, your next blessing also involves maybe having more time to have fun, or kind of like coming across situations where it's quite fun, or maybe being invited to something that would be considered quite fun as well. Oh wow. So I want to put these two cards out at the same time. Like not only are they the same color, but they kind of like have a similar message. So we have celebrity and we also have award. And especially with that Four of Wands that came out just a moment ago to clarify the prosperity card. So with award it says accept your well-earned praise. And with celebrity it says shine like the star you are. So a next blessing for this group is recognition. And that's crazy because a similar message I feel like came out for the second group. I mean the first group. And these are the two cards that came out to clarify that message. But these are the two cards that actually came out for the first group as well, which is kind of weird. So yeah, recognition for this group. Maybe an award, maybe an achievement, or kind of just maybe like even patting yourself on the back, like having something to feel proud about for yourself. And it does feel like this group has been super patient to achieve something, Ten of Pentacles, to kind of reach some type of successful completion. And it feels like a lot of you will be achieving that. And it's going to be something for you to celebrate. And it's going to be something for you to be proud of. And we have celebrity here. So there is going to be something for this group to celebrate as well. And some of you are going to be in the spotlight a bit more as well. Some of you may not consider being in the spotlight a blessing, but this could be in another way, like not in a way that kind of makes you feel weird and awkward, but in a way where you're kind of like celebrating an achievement, like forward movement, like a completion, you know, with this world card coming out. And not finally, I got another card to pull, but we also have departed loved ones. You're loved more than you'll ever know. Oh, sorry. Okay. So your next blessing is that you'll also be feeling loved by the people in your life. Is this by someone new? No, this feels like by people you already know. Okay, so we have Swan, Grace. And didn't a message about Grace come up earlier, or I could be tripping? I can't remember. Anyways, so we have Swan, Grace. It says, let me pick it up back up. I can't read upside down. So it says, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light, help me transform into elegance and grace, inspire me with dignity and spirit of beauty. So a part of your next blessing is definitely kind of being in that energy of grace, being wise, being seen as wise, and kind of being elegant and being graceful in your interactions, and you know, and maybe having people see you in that light as well. But kind of like having also like a sense of respect as well, like maybe you kind of taking more respect in yourself, maybe your actions, maybe your work, but also, or kind of like having people have that respect for you and kind of, again, like acknowledgement. I'm going to pull one more card for this group and then I'll cap it there. So we have Tiger, Fire. I love that because it's such a contrast, with grace and fire. But it also says, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So some of you will be meeting your achievements, but you won't be doing this through aggression. You won't be doing this through force. You will be doing this through grace and having respect for yourself and respect for your work, but also kind of having that respect from other people. So also your next blessing could be you feeling brave, kind of like seeing your passion take off as well, or kind of just seeing positive progress or, feedback or interactions in terms of your passion. So your next blessing is that you will be feeling both fiery, but also like grace, so there's almost this silent power for this group that you guys will be feeling, all right? But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful and I do hope it could resonate. But I am wishing you the best, all right? Please take care, okay? Bye.